Ew. Ew, it's your girl Mina Mendoza, little girl, big personality, queen of spice. We here, we live. It is now the month of July. It's crazy how the summer's just going by so quick. We just survived that heat wave, so I definitely want to start off with some quick shout outs before I introduce my guest and, continue with the show. I want to give a quick shout out to Bravery Studios. Me and Marv were cooking up something special. We did a lot of interviews at the Heart Attack Art Show in Jersey City. Shout out to Ty for curating that, and also shout out to Big Ed for allowing us to, build in that space, like network. And it was really beautiful to see everyone come together with their products, whether they were selling food, art. It was just like a whole vibe. So again, thank you for inviting me, but definitely check out the my Instagram page and also Bravery Studios. There's a couple clips of some interviews. Shout out to Dan. We just dropped that one today, so definitely check it out. I want to give another shout out to Professor Knox. We got something cooking up for 2 weeks from now. Mina Mendoza is going to be hosting an event. Shout out to Professor Knox. It's going to be his event. There's going to be artists and vendors. It's actually going to be in Newboro, New York, so it's a little bit of a hike, but it is a free show, and free is my favorite number. So come through, support, show some love. I'm going to be hosting it. There's going to be some vendors, entertainment, and again, it's a community. Love and support is free, and I'm here for that, so let's just keep doing it. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm going to remember some shout outs and as we go on with the show. But what I would love to do now is give the shout out to introduce my very special spicy guest today. Returning guest. We got Khvrtt in the building.
Hi, thanks for having me again.
Period. How are you feeling, my love?
I'm feeling great. Feeling a little chill today. A little stressful. I had a busy day, but right now it's just like I'm chilling.
Period. She's booked and busy.
She was a fairy.
What? So one thing that I've been doing in my show, love, I've been kind of just throwing in this icebreaker questions to kind of get things going. What did Khvrtt have for breakfast today?
Did I? I didn't have breakfast
Okay,
today.
that's okay.
Water and a cup of coffee and a Marlboro Black.
Period.
Which we call my Marlboro Gold here, right?
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do to keep this body.
Okay.
A black coffee and a cigarette in the morning, first thing you do.
I love that. You see that TikTok video? I had the cigarette.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, oh my God. So real quick, how does Khvrtt have their coffee? What's Khvrtt's coffee order?
I would just say black espresso, no sugar.
Ooh, classic.
And then huge cup, of course. I don't do medium nor small, just a large cup.
Okay, love that.
To wake me up.
Respect to that, love, because I feel like a lot of people that drink coffees, not a lot of people drink it black. I love drinking it black. To me, it's like I need to taste it. To me, don't get me wrong, no shade to Starbucks. I love Starbucks.
I'm a Starbucks girl.
Period. Exactly. But sometimes when it got all that like milk and stuff in it, I feel like I barely taste the coffee.
It does.
And then I end up having to get another one. I'm like, what the hell's this shit?
It does take the taste away, and that's like when you go to Starbucks, pretty much like actually when you go to Starbucks, you have the option to add more shots. Like every drink comes with a certain amount. I would say I think it's 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And then if I'm ordering a special one, I do like the white mocha. Then I ask for 8 shots, and then you can taste the coffee.
Wow. Okay. Period. Y'all heard. Customize these drinks.
Customize your drinks.
Period. So for people that don't know, Khvrtt is actually a returning guest. I think the last time we've had you in this platform, love, I think it was over a year ago.
It was in 2022.
2022?
Right after
Oh my God, 2 years ago.
Right after my toxic relationship breakup, remember?
You did. And how are we feeling now?
Perfect.
Better? Look at that. Perfect.
Very good.
Perfect. We love that.
When I first came, I was just like very depressed, very out of it. And then I remember one of the things you told me when we left here were like, just be patient with yourself. Give yourself some time. And I was like, but I just want this to go now. I wanted to go away now. And you know what? Thanks for that advice. Because time heals, and it heals
It
He was
does.
good. I'm glad I took the time. Yeah.
Period. All right, my love. So what we're gonna do? I'm very happy for that. So happy. I want to go into some what's going on with Khvrtt right now. So I'm gonna go on with this question, love. So when you had sent me your bio, you did mention that you took a break from performing. Let's talk about that. What? How long was this break for, and why?
Wait a second. If I came here in 2022, there's almost 3 years since I've been
Yeah,
here.
it's been a while.
Um, 2024 was my last show in Argentina,
Wow.
Buenos Aires.
Okay.
That summer, 2023, the 2023 summer, I did like this series of summer shows, what I will call. So I did a few shows in New York, I did a show in Miami, two in Europe, and then I did one in Argentina, and then that was like my breaking point, which I wasn't performing a lot anymore because, as an artist, what you want to do, like you always want to, how do you call it? You always want something new. You always want
Mm-hmm.
something different. You always want something to give. And I got to a point, like after, like a little before 2023 summer shows, going to 2023 summer shows, I really felt like there was a specific show that happened that same year in March.
Yeah.
And it was just awful, like just embarrassing.
Why?
Because, it's a sensitive topic, but I had a lot of drinking that night.
Uh-huh.
I was in a phase of my life where drinking was my go-to, especially because we spoke about what I went through,
Yeah.
my breakup, my toxic relationship, and I remember what I wanted to do the most was to numb the pain and to be around people because I kind of I wanted to fit in and I wanted to feel loved because the person that I loved the most hurt me a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to prove myself no that people actually love me. Um, but in order to be around people, because I developed PTSD and I was just scared to go out, like very nervous to go out because I was so scared that like I was gonna run into him. But I don't really want to talk about this
That's
anymore because
fine.
now I'm doing really good.
Yes. Period.
Fuck that.
It's
Are we,
okay.
can we
You can
cut?
curse. You can
Fuck
curse.
that guy, like no more.
No more.
But yeah, like it was a moment of my life where I had no choice. I would say in my head, I had no choice but to numb myself. So there was a
Okay.
lot of drinking, a lot of, just a lot, And then
Yeah.
what happened was I did the show in March and it was just a disaster, like
Okay.
really bad. But then I did my shows in during the summer and I loved it. It was amazing, but I
Mm-hmm.
still felt I wasn't giving like what I want to give.
Okay.
I feel like if I don't have enough to give, and if I'm not gonna get off the stage and just be so excited, which like a lot of the times back in the days, I would get off the stage and I'm just like, oh, that was amazing. Like I
Mm-hmm.
gave what I wanted to give. So it doesn't matter what people think, right?
Yeah.
I can have like you could be watching me and then it's the best show of your life. If I do not feel like it's the best show of your life,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be the best show of your life because you know what? That's why I'm the
Period.
artist, and you're the audience.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like as an artist, I have to give my best, and it doesn't matter. Like I said, if people really like, if they love it, they are obsessed with it. If I feel like I didn't give my best, then I'm gonna be sad. No matter how
Okay.
much you tell me, nobody was great. It
Yeah.
has to be great for me, you
So
know.
you felt like you just needed to take a break because it wasn't giving the feeling of fulfillment.
Exactly. Like I
Okay.
would say that. That
And I would say
also.
in the moment because it's something that you used to feel, but in
Yes.
that moment you weren't feeling it as much.
I wasn't feeling it at all, to be honest with
Okay.
you. Um, but that was sorry,
It's okay.
one of the main reasons, right? But I was also, you gotta remember, I was in the process of starting my healing journey. Like
Mm-hmm.
like I was ready to start doing things to move on with my life and to go back to that I would like to see to go at a time I would say I wanted to go back to who I am,
Mm-hmm.
but in reality, it's not really what I wanted. Like, I want to go back to who I was when
Yeah.
it comes to happiness, but I want to be a more mature version of it.
Okay.
And I want to be a more, like, I like to call it the blueprint of Khvrtt, you know?
I
Like,
love
there's the
that.
actual album, and then you have the deluxe version.
I love
So
that.
let's spice it up. It was great, but
Okay.
let's make it better.
Period. So I know that you've been doing some traveling.
Ooh.
I want to get curious. What's one country that has completely changed your perspective?
Oh my God. It's hard because, like I said, last year I went to 14 different countries. Yes.
14 different
Some of
countries.
them, some of them which I've never been, some of them I've been, but I always have a soft spot in my heart for Berlin in Germany.
Mm,
I just love that place. It makes me feel. It's the only place in the world where where I would really say makes me want like be who the fuck I am, like
okay.
1,000%, like
Period.
nothing to hide, nothing
Period.
to lie about. Just it is who it is. I am who I am, and that's where I'm gonna be. But I also am in love with Greece, Athena. Um,
Mm.
which is I've went 4 times last year. That's how much I loved
Wow.
it.
He's Greek now. He's Greek now.
Yeah, that's how much I loved it. Oh my
Yes.
God, it's just great. I made so many good new friends, and it's just like
Okay.
I'm already planning on going back there.
Mm-hmm.
This August coming up, I have some like I told my mom it's her birthday, and we were supposed to go to Paris, but I told her, let me know because babes, you don't go anywhere. I'm going somewhere. I don't know where,
Yeah.
but I am.
I'm going somewhere.
Regardless, I'm going to Europe, and I'm definitely making a quick stop in Athena. Like I just love it. Like it's a
Okay.
hot place to be with hot people.
Period. So
Summertime.
what I'm hearing, love, is the places that have impacted you the most is Berlin
Berlin
and
number one, and now I would say now
Greece.
Greece.
Okay.
Yeah.
So going more into the bio, love. With healing, love, there's a lot that goes into it. It's a journey.
hmm
What's one ritual you picked up during your healing journey? Maybe like something that you started doing a lot and starting and it's something maybe you still do to this day. Something different.
So I feel like my main thing was praying,
Okay.
but like not really praying because I'm not I'm a spiritual person,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So in Brazil we have our religion called Espírita, which is a spiritist. It's not really a thing
Oh.
in the US, but we
Okay.
have that there, which is we're more into the spiritual side of the things. I believe in reincarnation. I believe in karma. I believe in
Mm-hmm.
all of those things. So got to I went through the hard time, drinking a lot, partying a lot, just
Mm.
going insane. And it was the most insane time of my life,
Yeah.
hands down.
Okay.
What a roller coaster.
Yeah.
When I look back at it, I'm like, I can't believe I'm out of it. Because I would really go to bed every day, like just expecting the worst. Because I was like, I'm never going to leave this situation.
Yeah.
Never.
Okay.
You know? But I don't know what happened. Then I think like last year, 2024, I went to Brazil, and then I was like, let me take care of me. Let me just do some cosmetic
Mm-hmm.
surgeries. Let me just do this and this and
What
that.
did you do? Because there's something different. It looks good, by the way. It looks really good.
No, but wait. I'm not talking about my
Yes.
plastic surgeries in here. That's
Okay,
not
okay,
happening.
fair, fair. Okay, we
I
keep
told you I
secrets.
got stuff done, but you're not gonna know why. It's
Okay,
a lot.
but it looks good
For a girl
though.
my age,
I'm just saying it
you
looks
need a
good.
lot. Yeah.
So what's okay? If you could give a piece of advice, Kurt, to people that are looking into plastic surgery, what would be an advice that you would give to them? Because I am for plastic surgery.
I'm
I am
all for
pro
it.
for it as long as it's something you research and it's
1,000%.
something, yeah,
And good thing you're gonna touch on that topic.
yeah. Like what would you give an advice if your best friend came to you and never got plastic surgery? What advice would you give that person in general?
In general.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? If before my first plastic surgery, which was my nose, clearly I have a nose job. I think I was only 16.
What?
I know. And I told my mom, I was like, listen, I don't care what you do. I don't care what it is. And then I started working in retail because I was just like, honey, I'm going to save every penny I got. But this bitchy ass nose gotta go.
Okay.
I was
Period.
like, it's time to go, love.
Okay.
And one of those things, you look in the mirror, you're not happy with it. No matter what people tell you, like, oh no, you don't have a problem, babe. I see the problem. You're
Yeah.
not changing my mind.
Yeah.
But I was always very careful. I've always been a person who does a lot of research, no matter on what, like on anything in my life. I do a lot of research before I was like, okay, let me do that.
Yeah.
So I would say a lot of research. I personally I tend to go to the most expensive people. Like anything that's too good, too good to be true. When it comes to plastic surgeries, do believe that quote, because if it sounds too good, like too good to be true,
Yeah.
time to run. Like recently on my Instagram, I've been getting a lot of ads about people about offices in New York and New Jersey, like get your chin lipo done for $299, and I'm just like, how the fuck is Instagram allowing this shit here?
What the
Who the fuck
hell?
pays $299 and get their vocal fat removal and all this shit done? I was like, babes.
Yeah.
And it's like apparently they're not getting in trouble because there's many clinics with that shit right out there. I don't know if it's like a money grabber, like. And then when you get there, it's something else.
Yeah.
Like a down payment of 200. I don't know what it
Could
is, but
be.
it just sounds very bad to me.
So if
Especially
it's too
social
good to
media-
be true,
Too good to be true.
run away.
Run.
Run. Okay.
Run with your feet in your hands,
Yo,
hon.
then run with
The
your feet in your hands.
Fast as you can.
I'm done.
1000%.
Okay. I mean, I'm here for it. I look at it like with plastic surgery, as long as you're doing it for yourself and not someone else. It's not about appeasing others. It's about appeasing you. Like how you said, if you're not happy with a part of your body, you have every right to change that. But make sure you're doing it for yourself. You know, don't do it for someone else. Don't do it for the media. Don't do it for the likes. Do it for you. Because then you're just going to end up you know what I mean? Like, as people are always going to have a judgment. People are always going to have an
100%,
opinion.
yeah.
And it's only yours that matters in the end of the day, you know? So if your best friend came up to you like, I want to get my boobs done, this person could do it for $2,000.
Oh, honey, definitely not. And it's good that you asked me about my friend. I just recently did lost a friend
Oh, I'm
for
so
plastic
sorry.
surgery.
I am so
She
sorry.
went to Turkey, one of those things that she's very known in Brazil, and she got a promo deal in Turkey. And apparently the clinic was supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
I'm not really gonna get into details because it's
No.
very sad.
Yes.
But you see, even the best of the best sometimes can go wrong.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to, yeah. You have to be careful. Do the research. Make sure that you can, like, check your heart, your blood, your shit before you go.
100%. I never
right?
thought of that.
People don't check that
No.
stuff. So I always make sure, like, okay, my body is good enough. It's healthy enough that I can, go under anesthesia,
Recover.
because it's dangerous. And I did lose my friend, and she was only 32. Beautiful girl. Rest in peace, Anna B. I love her, and I will always love her to death. Sweet girl, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
A lot of
you
people
know?
have died with plastic surgery. Love. That's how Kanye West's mother died.
Yeah.
She was literally
It's-
supposed to
it's-
get lipo right here, and that
Oh
happened.
my God! Don't say that.
Well,
I'm just.
You're here.
I'm just 1 month post op.
no, you look good.
Too swollen
You
and
look good.
recovering.
All right, let's get into it though. Let's get into it, love. So we're gonna get into some funny questions that make you think. We're gonna do things a little bit different. So this is kind of like a speed questionnaire type of vibe, love. So
Oh Lord.
if therapy had theme music, what would yours be?
Rock star, like rock and roll, heavy,
Okay.
heavy metal,
Oh shit, Metallica. It's on your shirt.
Metallica,
I'm dead.
heavy
I'm dead.
metal, Metallica, anything
Okay.
that's like, have you watched that show, Dad to Me? With the two best friends, and then their husbands die.
No.
And then one of them is this super rich girl, so beautiful and so high. You would never think like that she is a rock star. And then every time she's upset, she locks herself inside her car, and then she turns a really heavy metal song on, and she just like screams and just like let the anger out. And
I
this
love
is my
that.
favorite therapy. Like
I
I like
love
to
that.
scream, like to punch walls if I can, but I had to stop doing that because gotta
Yeah.
pay to fix it later. But
Why don't you go to a rage room?
you know what? I was actually thinking about that.
Go to a
I
rage room,
looked
go
it up. I
crazy.
think last week I was looking that up, and I was like, And they have multiple like time slots like that you can choose, and then you can have like 2 hours, 3 hours. I was like, babes, I need the
You need to
10.
go to a rage room with like a photographer.
I need a whole
I
house
picture you carrying a television. It just throws it in the
in
middle.
full drag.
Yo, for real. No, I'm serious. Make it a
You
look.
fucking asshole.
I'm here for it. I'm here for that. All right, let's continue with the next one, love.
Yes.
What song would play every time you entered a room if life had a soundtrack?
True Disaster.
Who's that?
Tovlo.
Oh, you love that person.
I'm
Yo, one thing I know about Khvrtt, you have gone to this person's concert so many times.
Oh, her last tour, I went to
met
5
her.
shows.
You
I
met
her.
her.
Yes. She watches my stories like so randomly sometimes. And then when I met her, I have a video where she says, I was like, oh my God, like I watch, like you watch my stories. Do you really know who I am? And she's like, yes, I do. You're awesome. And then the second show that I went in LA, she literally came up to me and sang the song, looking at my face and pointing her finger at me.
love
Like,
that.
yes, that bitch knows who I am. But True Disaster, I got the Apple, last 10 years, like since you have 10 years off Apple, did you get that? Like if you're 10 years with Apple, they're sending you like your most listened song throughout the whole time. And True Disaster was at first not surprised at all.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with that song. Listen to it.
You
if
do love
can.
that artist. You do love that
I'm
artist.
obsessed with her. Like I'm a Gaga fan, but Tovlo has my heart now. I'm sorry, Gaga.
I got a question for you. Would you rather have stage fright for a week or lose your phone for a month? Stage fright.
I
for
don't
a
know
week.
because I was telling my friend the other day, I was like, even though I'm this person that's fully out and loud, people don't know this, but I am extremely shy.
Really?
Yes, I'm a really shy person. Really shy.
Okay.
Like I'm used to you.
I cannot tell at all. At all.
No. Nobody can tell.
No.
A lot of the times it's like putting this mask on, and just being like, oh, I'm like this and like this, but I was like on the inside, I'm just like terrified.
No.
So I feel like I still have stage. Like I'm still scared of going on stage sometimes. I get shaky a lot. Like when I went to Buenos Aires, like that was my biggest show. Like I was the headliner, was my show, and it was my first show was with Sophie Tucker, which had like 1,500 people, but they were the headline. I was just participating on a show. Then that show, it's just me, and it's 25 to 2,800 people.
Oh, snap.
Girl, I got so pale, and like my mouth was like, my friend was like, Gee, I think you need to put a red lipstick on because you're so pale. Like,
Oh
I
my
can't tell. You know when you get
God.
so nervous that you're like,
Yeah, I get that. You
the
were like
bl-
very flushed.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then I was just like, that was very scary. And it's just like, I still get nervous before going on stage. But then I breathe, I'm like,
Have you ever lost your phone before?
you can do it, bitch. Oh, yeah, bitch. I've got robbed many times. One time we went to Miami. Spicy content.
Oh my God. What happened?
I went to Miami with my friends, and then it was time to go to bed, right?
Yeah.
The party was over, 3 a.m. in the morning, blah, blah, blah. And then we met this hot guy outside. And then one of my friends, it was 3 of us. My friend Bruno went to sleep, and then we went to the hotel room, and then we were supposed to go to sleep, but then we came back down, and then this guy was outside the hotel room. It's like, why don't we go to the beach and we all get naked? Like,
Okay, fuck
let's
it.
and he was like, okay, sure, say less. Then we went, we got naked, start having a little something going on at the beach.
Yeah.
And then it's just getting spicy and hot. We're just like, let's go in the water.
This is life.
Let's go
okay?
in the water. And then we went in the water, and then we left our bags, which I had 4 days to go still in Miami.
Yeah.
We had 4 bags. I had my Prada bag with my brand new, at the time, iPhone 13. My friend had a Chanel bag that's like $10,000.
Oh
and
my God.
as soon as we go to the beach, a group of like 3 people come and they get our bags and they leave. We lost a lot of stuff, including the phone. So yeah, I had to enjoy Miami for 4 days with no phone. But it gets better. When I got to the airport and I went to pay for a drink, guess what I leave behind? My wallet with my ID and everything. Luckily, they let me board on the plane.
Put a tag on that. Well,
I need to-
how? You don't even have a phone to follow it. Like, yo.
I need to, like, I think I need to have, you think, like you were telling me, you have
ADHD.
ADHD babes? I'm right in there with you. Like,
I am
Crazy.
dead.
I was supposed to go to. I'm seeing a friend tonight, and I was supposed to see her last week, and we planned the whole thing. And then at the day she messaged me, she goes, "Oh, I'm walking in 3 minutes." And girl, I'm in bed. Completely forgot about what was going
Yo,
on.
mala.
I was just like, "Oh my god, I completely forgot about it." And then this time she was like, "Don't worry, 10 minutes before I'm gonna send you a reminder." I was like, "No, it was just that time. I don't always forget things. Most of the time,
Yeah.
but not all the time.
It
Come on."
happens. It happens. I know you're not doing it on purpose, so
No.
it happens. I do want to take a look at the check-in because we did get some love before. So shout out to Livia Lima. Also shout out to Bernard Firmino. I love you, Kirtland.
That's my cousin.
Oh, well, your cousin's showing a lot of love. You also have Flavia Espanola.
That's my best friend.
Period. You also have Regina.
My mom.
Hey, what's up,
Family
Regina?
in the house.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Love that. Also, friends, whoever is checked in with us, if y'all have a question for Khvrtt, please put it in the chat, and then I'll make sure I ask it live for y'all, okay? Anyone who's also in the chat, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, especially if you love content like this, and just thank you for vibing with us. So we're going to go back to the questions, my love. Let's get a little spicy.
Oh Lord, my mom is watching.
Okay, we'll keep it chill. We'll keep
No,
it chill.
no.
Okay, we won't keep it chill. Okay.
Not at all. Cause I'm my family knows I'm an open book. I do everything in front of my family. They can see it. They know everything about my life, and I'm not scared whether they like it or not. I'm still gonna do what I want.
You're gonna be you. Okay. All right, let's keep it just fun and spicy. What's your type in 3 emojis?
My type, black heart.
Black heart. I see that.
Black heart.
So black heart.
I like the little devil.
Okay, I see that too. Okay.
And I do like the
purple one. No, wait, there's only one devil. It's like a purple one,
the
right?
purple devil,
The purple
yeah.
devil. The smiling one or the angry one?
The one that's like this.
I'm
Like,
done,
it's like,
I'm done.
it's looking at person like-
Okay, so we got the purple devil, we got the
black heart,
and what's the third one?
I'm also obsessed with the red heart with the fire.
Ooh.
Because I gotta say, okay, I'm not for abusive relationship nor toxic relationship, but me personally, I need a little bit of drama, a little bit of
passion.
You know
Okay.
what? I need a little bit of something going on.
Okay.
I'm a Gemini. I get bored too
You are,
easy.
and happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
What did you do for your birthday, love?
What did I do for my birthday? I was in London.
Oh, how
Yes.
was that? You were just in London.
Yes, I was there for my birthday with my best friend Vini. I love that bitch.
Okay.
We had a blast.
Okay.
Things got a little spicy that night. Like
Oh, shit.
I'll show you the before and after pictures. But
Okay.
we went to this club with some of my friends, and it was just so. It got really serious.
Okay.
But I don't regret a thing.
Period.
But let's leave it there.
All right, we're gonna leave it there. So, we talked about your 3 emojis.
Hmm.
Okay. Have you ever been jealous of another artist's freedom or style?
Oh.
And it's okay to be vulnerable, you know what I mean? Jealousy sometimes, when done correctly, because you have jealousy that can be very toxic, but I feel like sometimes jealousy could be flattering. It's just when you overdo it. It's just
You know
like,
what? I wouldn't say jealousy, honestly. No
Okay.
jealousy at all. But I would compare myself a lot.
okay, to
You know,
who?
compare. Do I
Like
have
who's
to-
okay, but who's an artist that you're like, oh my god, I wish I had that person's style?
like a big, like, of course I would say
Anyone.
Lady Gaga. Come on.
Okay, Lady
I wish
Gaga?
I was that bitch.
Okay.
I was born to be
Okay.
famous.
So let me ask you, because I feel like Lady Gaga, Khvrtt, had many moments.
Yes, she's always changing.
Which one was your favorite Lady Gaga moment?
Born this way.
Born This Way. Why?
Just all the rock and roll aesthetic.
Yeah.
The punk, trashy makeup, trashy hair, leather. There was a lot of leather. I'm
Mm-hmm. was.
obsessed with leather. If you
There
see,
was.
I'm obsessed with leather. So there was a lot of leather, and then just I felt like she was very comfortable during that time. She was
Mm-hmm.
just being her true self, like very passionate about it.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that much of that in her other albums, besides of course the first ones, like
Yeah.
the Fame Monster. I love the Fame, but Born This Way, she was very passionate about it.
Yeah, I mean that was the album that broke through with also the movie.
No, that's A Star Is Born.
Star is Born.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what I'm
completely
thinking of.
different, girl.
I thought like Born and Born This Way, and I put them together.
Oh,
So that's
Lord.
what happened right now. So I apologize, Lady Gaga. Don't come for me. Don't come for
Completely
me.
different,
Don't
girl.
go- I know.
What the
I
hell
just
is going
connected the
on?
two, and I was like, wait, what? But
That had nothing to do with the
no,
other.
not at all.
Lord.
Not at all. So I apologize for that one. But Lady Gaga's iconic. She's
Yes.
iconic. She is very iconic. I feel like whether it's been through fashion.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, babes.
You
But
know what's going
also,
on.
I see her. I respect her acting.
Oh, it's good.
No, like what? Like, and hey, shout out to Gucci because your girl pulled up with a fire ass Gucci ass bag. Just saying.
Gucci,
Just saying.
Gucci, Louis, Louis.
She's cute.
I'm a designer girl. I'm sorry. I like
It's
I like me
I
good
love that.
things. I like to treat myself. I
But
like
the
to-
way Lady Gaga
House of
played,
Gucci.
what she did so well, so well. So I personally think she did so
I
well.
love it. Like
Yeah.
I love it. I wish that movie had a little bit more of recognition. It was a good movie.
Oh no, it definitely was a.
It was a little the recognition was not as it deserved, I would say.
But it definitely taught me a lot. I didn't know that story about Gucci. I did not
No?
know. No, I had no idea that the real lady of Gucci murdered her husband. Yo, true fact for anyone. It's not a
Patricia.
spoiler. It's not a spoiler because this is history facts. Patricia. What?
Patricia Gucci.
Gucci. Patricia Gucci, who Lady Gaga plays in that movie, basically what made it so famous, one, she brought a lot of value to the brand. Because when you see the movie or learn about the history, the brand went through a lot of innovations and a lot of different eras. But what's crazy, it just shows that she is the queen of all the queens. She was like, oh, you want to leave me? I'm talking about her husband. Oh, you want to leave me? You want to do this? You want to do that? Bet. I'm going to send the hitman on you. And that's exactly what she did, and got arrested and went to jail. And I think she's out
She's
of jail.
out.
She's out of jail.
And she doesn't regret a thing.
No, she does not regret it. And I'm just like, wow, like that's a gangster. That's a gangster. That's a gang. That is, I am
think I
not
would-
messing with her. I'm not messing with her. I'm not messing with her. Nope.
I think I think I would do the same. I'm sorry. I don't know if I would say, oh my God, no. I don't think I would send a hitman. Maybe. But it's like, I think the fact, the thing with her, when you do a little research with the story, is I don't think she was she wasn't so much upset with the fact that he cheated on her.
Yeah.
She was upset because she was the head of the brand at one time. She was telling them how to work, how
She
to do
gave
things
them
around.
more value.
More value, going around. Like when you know that she wanted to get like all the knockdown brand, like versions of it from the
counterfeits.
like she was like, we're not having this. Like
Yeah.
so I think she was more upset about that. Like how she did a
That's
thing.
also
and then
true. And
she
she
was
was right.
betrayed.
And she was right. She was right about the person betraying the brand. About that guy. She
Yeah.
was just like, watch out for that guy. And she was right. She was right the whole time. I'm not
Yeah.
going to spoil it all for you, but please do yourself a favor. See House of Gucci. It is a brilliant movie. Lady Gaga's in it. And you just got to watch it. It makes you understand also the different pieces of Gucci, like the flora of Gucci and who was in charge of that, or who was in charge of like just so many things. Please do yourself a favor, watch it. So I'm gonna go back to Khvrt's interview here, love. So, are you performing now?
Not at the moment. I'm on a break.
Okay,
Definitely.
still on the break.
Still on a break.
Okay,
Forever break.
that's okay.
Um,
We're allowed to take these breaks.
forever break. I like. I'm
She
sorry.
said forever break.
No. I'm just getting a little too excited here.
It's
But
okay.
no, it's not a forever break. Like I'm gonna go back. I'm planning to go to Asia this fall. I have
Okay.
some places in mind, and I have my friend, sweetheart, and my manager, Leanne, who is helping me out, and like we're trying to book places. But there's one place that's definitely gonna happen, and it's Tokyo.
Oh,
It's a dream of mine.
okay.
So we're gonna use that as an opportunity to just go to different places. You know, maybe South Korea. Most likely, I really want to do it. Seoul. maybe Thailand.
Kurt, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
If you were able to go to North Korea, would you go?
You know, I was actually thinking about it the other day. I would. Just
For
to see what it is, what's going on in here, what's going on here in this bitch.
I would be scared.
I don't think I'll be scared. I mean, of course, but if I could go one day free, like
Yeah.
to just look around, and I think you can do that actually.
You can
Yeah, I
with a
don't.
guide.
Yeah,
You can't go anywhere without that
yeah,
guide.
but yeah, that's good. So you know what? For
Yeah.
2 days, why not? Maybe I'll do that. You think they're gonna allow me?
I don't even know how you could even do it. I know that there's people that do
There's a
it.
guide. Yeah, I've
There's
seen it.
guys, there's things that do it, but I know it's very controlled. The like how you spend time in that country, like it has to get approved. You can't just go to a store by yourself. You have to have that guide with you. There's certain places that are restricted to film, and like if you film, you could go to jail.
Yeah.
Just like certain laws that I saw that happen, and like I just think to myself, I'm like, if I had the opportunity to go, would I go? Marv, would you go to North Korea? He'll go with you. Marv will go with you.
Vámonos.
Vámonos.
Vámonos para North Korea.
Let's go.
No, I would go. I like danger. I like.
That's iconic. That quote right there. If you can find that, I'll go. I love danger.
I do.
That is iconic right there.
Like I would go there. I really like.
This is you with the heart and the flame right now. The heart and the fire. This is you right now.
Yes.
Okay.
I am trying to convince my friends to go to Russia with me. And
I
you
would go
know,
to Russia.
it's very
Russia's dope.
yeah, but you can go, girl.
Yeah.
You're passing.
Yeah.
I don't think I
No,
can pass.
I don't think I'm passing, but I'll go. I'll go.
I don't think I can pass at all.
You
There's
can
not a
probably
ch-
pass more than me. Yeah,
as a
definitely.
girl.
A girl and also a little bit lighter skin. For sure. For sure.
Stop it.
I'm
But
done.
yeah. And I went to Turkey by myself last year.
Oh,
that
she's
was
brave.
scary, babes. That was scary. Oof.
She's brave. All right. I got to ask you. Somebody that travels so much. You went to 14 countries last year. World record vibes. What's the most chaotic thing you ever seen in an airport, Khvrtt?
I think life is too good to me.
Okay.
Like I'm never get put in situations like
Well,
this.
not you. Like, say you were at an airport, you saw something crazy.
When can I think of it? Ugh. I'm always so drunk at the airport.
I'm done. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Getting drunk at the airport is a vibe.
I'm never paying attention. Let me think. There has to be something. Well, I've seen when I travel and I stay at the lounges. You know, I like to fly business.
Okay.
When I fly and I stay at the lounges, I've seen like couples coming out of the bathroom.
Oh,
I've seen
they couldn't even wait
it.
for the airplane. It's just like, let's just go in here. Okay.
You know what? I think every time I'm at the airport, I am the most chaotic thing at the
Yo,
airport.
then I am the chaos.
I am the
party.
chaos. I'm the
Okay.
party. So I think that's what it is. That's why I
Okay,
don't
that's
notice.
probably she's like, listen, it's me. It's
Me, I'm the problem.
winner. Okay.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Period. Okay, so I mean, the airport is a very crazy place. I've seen, I don't think I've ever seen anything crazy either. When I'm thinking about every time I've been in the airport, I've never seen anything like wild. The only thing I will say that I did see one time is, I don't know if I saw it or I saw a video of it, but there was like this mom that got arrested because like those they're like iced teas and they come in bottles and it has like a yellow sticker on it. It's not Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Is that thing that you
Twisted Teas?
They
Twisted
have
Teas?
it like in Vegas?
Something like that. It's called Twisted Teas.
Okay.
But if you drink it tastes like iced tea, but it's alcohol.
Oh, the mom had let the kid drink.
Yeah.
Oh
the mom
my
thinking
God.
it was iced teas and they were just drinking them. And like I think it was a video and I saw
Me
it.
as a mom.
Me as a mom. I'm
Me as a mom,
dead.
girl.
I'm dead. That's me. I'm the chaos.
Tastes so good.
Oh
Do you
my
want to
God.
sit, babes?
I am dead.
Yeah, me as a mom, I cannot have kids. Like, I can barely take care of myself.
All right, babe. Let's talk about more about you and I guess what you would like to bring into this world as like a creator. What's one thing you wish more creatives talked about openly?
What I wish people would talk more about openly. Hmm. Okay. Interesting question. One thing I would like people to talk more about it. Warning. Tell the newbies in the business, babes. Don't lose yourself. Do not listen to other people. Be careful. Be patient with yourself. And if it's meant to be, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Don't do just to do because you want to be.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
There's going to be many offers. There's going to be many things going on to try to seduce you. But not 99% of the time is not really going to give what you think you're going to get.
Yeah.
So, I would say I wish I had that warning, you know? And I don't need to get into many details, but it is a dark world. I like to say the artistic world is the worst when it comes to the background. It is the best of the best because it's just a bunch of minds. Like art in any form to me is the most beautiful thing in the world because it is literally all of our minds
I mean, there's no
put it on the
rules.
table and there's no rules, so it's
Yeah.
everybody together. I have my type of art, you have yours,
Yeah.
this, and it's just all out there, but it is there's the dark side of it, which is what's behind the scenes, and what a lot of people who's not artists will take advantage of us in many ways and
Yeah.
promise so many things just to take advantage of about, and it mostly happens with the young people, because by the time you hit my age, it's just like, okay, this is BS, too
Yeah.
good to be true,
You already know.
you already know. But I wish I had the warning.
Yeah.
You know what? And I always like to tell people everything to me happens so fast,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, oh my god, I wish I could tell myself, like, calm
Slow
down, girl,
down.
slow down, be patient. And you know what? That was the death of me at one point.
It's interesting that you brought this up, Kurt, and thank you so much for sharing that. When you had mentioned that a lot of artists get taken advantage of, one person that came up to mind, and for people that don't know, is the artist Basquiat. He was an artist that got really taken advantage of. I'm not so sure if he was on the spectrum, but there is conversations that he was. I'm not sure, so don't come for me for that. But he was a little off.
Yes.
And unfortunately, I feel like people caught up with that and they knew that he was up and coming with his art and all that, but I don't think he ever knew how much his value was, but other people knew. So like there has
Oh.
been some talks with even Andy Warhol. Like a lot of people go like, "Oh, Andy Warhol and Basquiat together," but people were saying that Andy Warhol kind of lost his clout a little bit, and he saw that Basquiat was up and coming, and supposedly he took advantage of that. He was just like, "Oh, you're up and coming. Let's collab. Let's do this," but not really collabing.
Barely.
Yeah, yeah, like he was doing it mostly to hop on his fame, and that's why a lot of those photos of them together come about. But when you read about the real story, it's like Basquiat really wasn't in tune with what he was trying to do, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of stories of like Basquiat being broke at those moments where people thought he had a lot of money. And there's a lot of Basquiat art that he sold on napkins just to get like $10. And people were like, "Oh, just write on this. Here, give me $10 for it." And there's been stories of that. And like now that napkin is probably worth millions of dollars. And it's like when you said that story, I'm just like, it's true. Like artists do get taken advantage of, or like just not loved enough. Like think of like all those artists like Van Gogh or like Edgar Allan Poe, or like just even older artists. Some of them did not get famous until they died.
Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe. Well, she was famous,
She
but
was, but she became an icon pretty much after
oh,
her death. And that,
100%.
I feel like we have her as the perfect example of what the business will do to you.
And it will. And she
They-
was a Gemini, just like you. Just
Yeah,
like you.
queen.
Had her own movie production. A lot of people don't know. She had her own movie production. She was one of the first women to start doing that.
Yeah.
Because she wanted to film movies her way. And she was tired of having people telling her how to do it. But she was a very smart woman.
She was.
Very smart. And she was definitely taken advantage of.
Of course.
Definitely.
1000%.
Definitely.
1000%. I heard they wouldn't like she wasn't paid well.
Yeah.
They gave her fame, but they gave her like little rewards for being famous, you know.
Yeah.
And she was very like she was abused and all these
Oh,
things. Like
100%.
it's a pretty sad story. To me, she's the definition of what the business will do to you if you don't be careful.
Do you know that? Have you ever heard of Marilyn Monroe? I don't know if it's true, but I did hear rumors that, I guess because like back then, like things were still very conservative with races. But supposedly Marilyn Monroe is actually half Mexican. And that's because Marilyn Monroe lived in Mexico. She has a house in Mexico. And that was her thing, like that she was half Mexican and that the industry made her hide that. Like it wasn't allowed to say it. And then like they were just, I'll send you the articles of what I found, but that supposedly that she had to hide her background. Like she
Yeah.
couldn't say that because people were just very still like scared of that. But there's been even rumors of that. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like imagine like holding your culture,
That's
who you
sad.
are. Just like, you know, little things like that. And I'm just like, wow. It's like, who even are you? You know? But I love that you brought that up about artists getting taken advantage of. So again, people who are watching this show, if you know an artist, just like her, or any artist that you know, make sure to always show like love. Like you reposting something,
One
you
like
one
that's all it
like,
takes.
a share, a conversation like, hey, contact my friend, they do this. Y'all don't understand that you are helping us build a bigger community and it costs zero money. And a lot of times I feel like we're so quick to do it to an artist that it's already established. Like it's very easy to be like, oh, I'm just gonna repost this because they're famous. But no, repost the person that is trying to build that. Please
Yes,
support your
exactly.
friends. Support your friends.
Support your friends. And if
Support
you have
your
money,
friends.
give them money too. Come on.
Oh, 100%.
The hell? Drop a dollar, drop $2,
100%.
10, 100.
100%.
You know what?
Period.
Because you're out there, like, of course, everybody works hard, but, you know, you have a day job, you have a set salary. You know what? When you're an artist, I'm so, how do you call it? I
It's like
forgot the word.
commission based. You're like you're just
Yes, but I'm a privileged person, which I don't need to
Okay.
depend on art so much to live. But I do have friends who needs and depends on art 100%.
yes.
So when you don't get booked, or when a show gets canceled, or during COVID, for example,
Yeah.
it was pretty sad time for a small artist during COVID. It was like,
Yes.
you know, and the government we had didn't do shit.
That part.
But yeah, we're not gonna get too
Too
into
crazy.
the
on that.
government.
We're not gonna get
today.
political here. We're
Not
gonna get
political, yeah. Not today.
Not today. All right, let's get funny again. Let's get funny again. If your inner child can book one stop on your tour, where would you go?
Can book what? One stop?
If your inner child can book one stop on your tour, because I know you've done a couple tours with your countries.
Like the ones that I've been already, or like
In general, however you want to
general?
answer.
Japan.
Japan?
Yes.
So your
That's
inner
my
child,
dream.
okay.
First Japan, then anywhere else. Can you believe I've been to Asia twice, but I've never been to Japan?
So where in Asia did you go?
Hong Kong.
Oh.
Yes. I lived in Hong Kong for a month. Like
Really?
2019? A
Yeah.
little over a month with my best friend.
Babe, is it true that like I only saw it on TikTok, but I heard that the culture of working is very intense there. That supposedly
Oh, yeah.
like you'll see like people who go to the office and I guess drink after work and then have to go into work the
Yeah.
next day, or you'll see them passed out on the street.
Yeah,
with suits.
their like there's a lot of fit massage places everywhere there because people go during their breaks because they work so many hours. But one of the saddest things is the rich people, right?
Yeah.
The really rich people, they have maids.
Okay.
So they bring all these Filipino, Indonesian
yeah,
girls
yeah.
with very little source. Very little money, like they make no money in their country, and they come there to work in the house and be their maid. Sometimes they have two of them. They pay them shit money, but to them it's something because it's worth so much in their country. And then they sleep in a tiny ass room, which is pretty much the size of a small bathroom here,
Yeah.
right? And they sleep from Monday through Friday. And then on Saturday, when you go under the bridges, you see all of them gather up and they spend the weekends together under the bridge, sleeping outside because they don't want to be with their bosses or anything.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
And they're always together, like bulks, bunch of them together.
I gotta see this. I gotta
And they
see
did.
this.
They just gather during the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday morning they go back to the house.
I can imagine what those conversations look like. It's like, how was your day today? You know, same shit.
I wanted to
Fuck
smack that
Stacy.
bitch in the
They're like,
face.
yo, fuck Stacy. I hate her. I hate her. Oh my god, those conversations gotta look wild. See, I would go there with a mic and start asking questions.
God.
I'd be like, yo, I swear to God, I'm gonna blur your face. I'm gonna blur your face and I'm gonna
Yeah,
distort
that
your
sounds
voice.
good for your next. Maybe
But I'm
then you
just
put that in the
saying.
projects. But yeah, it's a thing, and it's
Just to like talk about it. Be like, do you like what you do? Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
they're gonna say no.
No, of course not.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. But I
Yeah.
never knew that. That's crazy. I never knew that.
Hong Kong is also they're gonna be part of China in a few more years, and I was there right when the protests happened.
Wait,
And
what do
then-
you mean Hong Kong is going to
So Hong Kong is their own like little
Is it a
country.
capital?
They were part of China, but it was UK territory.
Really?
The UK gave back to China, and then there was so many protests. But by the time, like when I was there was the protest going on. They had to close down the airports. Nobody could leave. Nobody could get in. That's why I was stuck there, and I ended up.
Oh.
But I was living my best life. I was not part of the protest. I was out drinking. It was like. I was like, oh, this bitch just wanna protest. This bitch just wanna, okay, go do it. Okay, more time for me. Let's drink. Let's have
You
fun.
was chilling at the bridge?
With my best friend Amanda. No, not at the bridge.
I'm kidding.
Maybe, but no. I had friends there who could have stayed at the
Yeah.
house, and I was making money too because I did a show there and everything. But it was fun. I was just having the best time of my life. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
already stuck here. Why not? Just have fun. You know, tits out for the boys, and that's it.
Period. Okay. So, my love, I guess, we're taking this baby break right now.
This baby's.
A little baby break.
This baby's going.
Yeah, you funny.
This baby's going out of Alaska's baby.
Yeah, funny.
Not a baby anymore, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay. Our break. What
Yeah.
does success mean to Khvrtt? I mean, what does success mean to you now compared to 5 years ago?
I felt like back in the days, like I feel like success to me back in the days. Sorry,
It's
my
okay.
head gets like
It's
blank sometimes,
okay.
and I don't want to laugh. But success to me back in the days was like you. Sorry,
It's okay.
you're like it was fame. You know, you want to be
Yeah.
famous and you want to be huge and you want to be like Lady Gaga or whoever it is. Like that was success to me.
Yeah.
But now I don't think that's success. What success means to me is if you're an artist, whether you're doing shows every day or
Yeah.
not, or you have millions of dollars and you're number one on iTunes, whatever it is, that doesn't mean like. True success is when you lay in your bed and you're comfortable 100% with what you do, the way you're doing it, and you're just happy about it.
Love
Because
that.
like I said, people take advantage of artists just like they pay them to do what they want. Okay, you're just an image. Like I like how you look, but I don't like your voice or what you write. So here you go. We're gonna use your look, but you're gonna sing what I make,
Yeah.
the way I want you to sing.
Yeah.
Guess what I'm saying?
Yes.
So truly the person is over there making money or doing drag and all of this, but they're not doing how
Happy.
they want to
Yeah.
do it. They're just a product. And that happens a lot. So to me, success is being able to do what I do. I consider myself successful. Why? Because I've started so small. I did shows for $50, and next thing I know, I'm traveling the world. So to me, this is success. To me, success is I can take a break whenever I want.
Period.
Success is changing
Baby breaks. all
everything
year.
and all baby breaks that I
Baby
want to
breaks.
come back and not go back if I don't want to. Yeah.
Oh, we have a question from the check-in love. Flavia asks us, tell us about your trip to Rio and Gaga Cabana. How do you pronounce that?
Gaga Cabana.
Gaga Cabana. So Rio and Gaga Cabana. Flavia wants to know.
Vagabunda.
Vagabunda. I know what that means.
Piranha, safada, rampeira. No. Rio was amazing.
Okay.
We went, I went to, well, that was my first trip after treatment. We didn't get into the detail, but I
Yeah.
went for treatment for my depression and all of these things. And I
Okay.
was just like, oh my God, I was out. And I was like, I need to see my friends. Like, I want to see my friends. I want to be around people who I love. And Flavia is my friend since we were like babies. Not
Yeah.
babies, but like very young.
Does Flavia live in
She
Brazil?
lives in Brazil still.
Okay, okay.
So we went. We was like, okay, let's go see Gaga. Gaga performed a free concert in Rio.
Wow.
Yeah, completely free. And there was 2.5 million people. It was beautiful.
Wow.
So we went, we stayed at a beautiful house. We jumped off a fucking mountain because this bitch made me fly.
Yo, what? Yo,
Yes,
I'm dead.
but I wasn't gonna go. I tried all the ways to be like, oh, not today.
Wait,
I
what do
feel-
you mean? Okay, you gotta backtrack. What do you mean you jumped off a mountain? You ziplined?
Yes.
Or did you?
Is it zip line?
I don't
zip
know
line.
what you
no,
did.
I did zip line. Yeah.
So was it like, were you on a string, mommy, and you were just like, eh?
Oh,
or
no,
like, did
babe.
you throw yourself off a freaking airplane or
No.
bungee jump?
No, not bungee jump. We went running and then we jumped with the. I forgot how to say that. I don't
Was
know-
it like,
how
were
do
you
say
holding
that in
on to this
English?
thing?
Yes.
The
You know what I'm saying?
paragliding.
Yes, paragliding.
Okay.
That's what we did. I tried all the ways to
You
not go.
did that by yourself?
No, me and Flavia, we did it together. Not
Okay.
together, but we went on the same day.
But hold on. Wait, Khvrtt. So you're telling me, yo, you were on a mountain running with this
Yeah.
huge inanimate objects and just threw yourself off a cliff and glided?
Yeah.
Bitch.
That was amazing. That was the most amazing experience about like in my life. I was talking to my friend today, and I was just like, "Oh my God."
Do you have that on camera?
Oh yeah.
Oh
There's
my
videos.
God, you gotta
I
post
posted
that.
it. I did.
I gotta find that. So wait a second. You threw yourself off a mountain and just held on like this?
Yes, just
Oh my
holding.
God.
Best car. No, but like I was saying, I've tried all the ways to not go. The day before, we were supposed to go one day, and I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't feel good. Please. And then the next day, I'm just like, oh, do you really want to go? Like, oh, I think we're capacity. I think you're going to be late for your bus to go back
You're gonna be
home.
late for the bus. I'm
Because she was
done.
going back home. I was like, yeah, I don't think you would now.
Oh
Let's,
my
you know
God,
what? It's
girl.
okay. We
You
already
got me
see.
dead out
Yeah.
here.
But then we went, and after I was all the way up there because it's so high, you have to take a
Yeah.
car to go down. There's like impossible to go back, like to go up, and it's like impossible to go back down.
Oh my
And I was already up there. I was like, bitch, I'm not walking down there.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna jump
I'm
because my
nervous.
friend was downstairs. I was like, if this bitch jumped down, I'm gonna jump too, and I did, and I don't regret it. It was the best decision of my life. Beautiful.
Shout out to Khvrtt. Yo, please, Khvrtt, you gotta give that Instagram name so people can find that video. Who has not seen that video, which I'm gonna see that video later.
Yeah.
But give that Instagram handle, love, so people know where to find you. Everything.
It's at KHVRTT.
K.
HVRTT.
And this-
Khvrtt, but there's an H, and then the U is as a V, and there's double T's, but it's only one T. My actual name, my artistic name, artist name, whatever.
And is this the same name in other platforms that you
Yes.
use, love? Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. So definitely check out Khvrtt. These are his social channels. Definitely check him out for like anytime he jumps out of these baby breaks when he does decide to perform again, or just in general to see what this artist is up to. Because honestly, like, I follow your stories and I feel like you're such a fun individual. You go traveling. It looks like you have a great foundation of friends, a lot of different foundation of friends.
Yes.
And, I'm here for it. I'm here for the next chapter. I'm here to see you again another 2 years and you tell me what success looks like now. I am here for your growth, babe. And I think I said that to you the first episode when I had you here. I am here for your growth. I'm here for it.
I heart you.
I heart you, babe.
Thank you so
Of
much.
course. Now, before we leave and end the show, love, I'm going to ask you to, not too long, love, because we are short on time, but this is the Mina Mendoza card. Do you remember what this is?
I don't think we did that last time, did we?
Possibly. We were drinking on the show,
Okay.
so I don't know. So this card, babe, think of it as a Black American Express card. No limits. You will not owe money, but you only have 24 hours with the card. What is it that Khvrtt would do with the card today?
Trans rights.
Trans rights?
I would take care of my trans community.
Okay.
Save them, give them a home, a living,
Period.
food,
Period.
education,
Period.
1000%. That's where all my money would go.
Okay. Would you say
Trans
you?
rights, especially now, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
We are going through tough times.
we are.
Protect our trans people. They
There's
started this fight
definitely
for us.
no. It's definitely tough times, especially when we have like a orange chicken nugget running the country, and we just
Disgusting.
let somebody out of jail that just raped the world with baby oil. I don't have to say who it is, but like it's pretty. We lived in wild times. He's
We
not
are.
incorrect. He's not incorrect. So please, everyone, if you are suffering from these times, know what your resources are. There is a lot of numbers out there and communities that can help build you up. There's still a lot of organizations that are providing treatments and therapies, and there's still safe places out there. It's just unfortunate in the times that we are. You do have to look for them a little bit harder, but they are there. Thank you so much for that, love. Like, that's so appreciative. Because it's
Always.
true, it is happening in this world, and we do need to protect everyone, specifically like our trans
All the
community.
minority, right?
That part.
Immigrants right now too.
That
Like
part.
it's
Everybody
needs
needs
to
a hug.
stick together. Give a hug out. Tell somebody how beautiful they are today.
part.
If you have family and friends, tell them how much you love them, because
Yes.
that could change somebody's day. And just be appreciative of what you have, and just to be here and be safe. Because remember, there's a lot of people out there suffering right now, and what we can do right now is stick together as a community and just be there for them, because they're gonna need it,
That
and they're gonna
part.
need it a lot.
That part. And I guess, love, before we end the show, we also have Karini Ferreira.
Oh, that's my cousin.
Oh, well, your cousin's on the show, love. Again, everybody who's on the chat, thank you so much for supporting us through this episode. Like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure to follow Khvrtt on his social media websites. Check out new updates and new things happening. And I guess, Khvrtt, before we end the show, any quotes or any shout outs that you want to give before we leave?
No, I don't want to give any shout out today, but I do want to say, I guess again, trans rights. Trans
Period.
rights.
Period.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me.
Of
It's always
course.
fun to be around you. You know I heart you, girl. You know
love
we
you.
come from way back.
We do.
And we had a bond since the first time we met, and I'm
We do.
just
Shout
grateful.
out to Output. No longer there.
Oh my
But the club's
God.
still there. I think
The
it's
club's
called
still there.
something else.
Yeah.
But shout out to Output. Anyone who knows what that is, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. You're the
know, you know.
OG, babes.
That part.
Yes.
All right, my friends. I love ya. I love you, Khvrtt. Thank you for coming on the show. We're definitely going to have you back. But thank you again for coming back. And that's pretty much it. It's your girl, Mina Mendoza, little girl, big personality, queen of spice. We out of here.